welcome to the Norm Hyperbolic Filler. We're usually here to talk anime, video games, and movies. I'm your host, X, also known as Young Barbecue Freeman. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Kid Lewis.
What up? This is your boy, Kid Lewis. Welcome back to another Hyperbolic Filler. You know, we outside today. And today we are doing something special. We are barbecuing, talking anime, and recording it because this is the Hyperbolic Podcast. And, of course, we have brother number 3.
Brother 3.
Sheesh. Hey, it's CPNKO, bro. You already know it is Captain Kilimanjaro, but this ain't the CPNKO show. This is just the norm, and we are outside yet again.
Yet again.
You know.
On another podcast. How you guys doing today, man?
Living the dream as per usual, you know what I'm saying?
Living the dream and striving for the dream.
Striving for the dream as well. You already know what it is.
That's like
bro.
French quote right there, bro.
it is.
Living for the dream and
Absolutely.
striving for the dream.
Usually he says he's living in paradise or another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise, bro, and it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Especially today, it's feeling good outside, bro.
I know, we're in this cold weather.
Hell yeah.
I have my jacket on, both
You know
Lewis
what?
and Captain Kilimanjaro in short sleeves.
I'd be at work.
I want to be in shorts.
I'd be at work and everybody's like, I hate this cold weather. I hate the cold weather. I'm
I
like,
don't
bro,
hate it.
you got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You don't get this year round. Like we have the hottest of the hottest days.
It's the endless summer out here,
This
bro.
is the time where you just enjoy. You know what I hate when I see is people wearing sweaters and jackets during the
70
hot
degrees.
weather.
Right.
And then I'm like, bro, this is the time to actually start pulling out your like nice ass jackets,
Right.
your dress jackets, your
Yes,
nice
bro.
hoodies. Like this is the time.
Them sexy winter clothes,
This
you
is
know
the
what I'm
time,
saying?
bro.
I went to middle school with a guy who would wear the same hoodie year
Every
round.
day when it was
Every day.
99 degrees
yeah.
outside.
I still wear a hoodie and be like, you're not hot, nah, bro. It's all a perspective. You feel me?
Yeah, it's
You
all
know
in your
what I mean?
mind.
It's all in the mind. If you tell yourself you're not hot, then you ain't hot, bro.
You know, way in hell, as I'm sweating my nuts off wearing a normal shirt.
But I did break out my good sweaters and my good jackets.
Yeah, bro. Because
But
this is the time to break it out, man.
It's nice. Like I
You
said,
look crazy.
I don't hate the
when you break
cold
it out
weather.
on a summer day. You know what I mean?
Just
Like,
because I'm on style, I break that shit out. But if it would be snowing and I would be wearing a wife beater and drawers outside, boy. Believe me.
Nah, man.
Love
No,
that shit.
It's
I
too
low key
cold.
think that winter clothes look way much better than like
absolutely.
summer
Just because you have
clothes.
more articles of clothing.
Yeah, you look fresher, bro. You look well put together versus
Yeah.
just like some gym shorts and a beater, like you said,
You know what I'm saying?
and some
But do you
flip
think people
flops.
up north they like the hot weather? They're like, oh, now I can finally break out my shorts.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
it depends on where, low key. Because if you're in like New York, bro, all them
still
buildings,
gets
you
hot.
don't get no airflow. Like it's still, you know what I'm saying?
Well, anyways, welcome to the filler. I think this is for filler 9 or 8.
10.
10?
I
Damn,
don't
this
even
is the
keep
X
it track,
filler.
bro.
Filler
Damn,
X.
really?
This is Filler X.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Skoo,
Filler
skoo.
X.
You running that train, bro?
I might title it that. Yeah, Filler XXX.
Double X.
Absolutely.
That's what's up,
It's
bro.
too hard, bro. You got to do it, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
we got to go hard on this episode. Anyway, so let's jump in. I brought a couple of topics we
What you
could
got
talk
for-
about.
What you got for
Very
us?
good.
Number one topic that I've been
Number
seeing everybody's bringing up is handheld. I know we talked about it a little bit in the past. A lot of people are basically talking about what is the new best thing. We got Nintendo Switch 2 coming out pretty soon. Sometime, I think, in 2025. You know, it's still not confirmed. It hasn't been really officially announced by Nintendo.
They're drip feeding, bro.
But, you know...
Rumors. They haven't said anything
No,
themselves.
there's just rumors at
They
this
know,
point.
bro. It's a leak, bro. The leak happened, and because they know shit's going on, Nintendo is drip feeding bits of information, bro.
Nintendo doesn't. They don't strike me as the kind of company to leak their own shit, though.
They don't because somebody else leaked that shit,
Probably.
and they're playing
Probably.
catch up.
Yeah, they're playing catch up, man. So then going back to that, we're talking about Microsoft and we're talking about Sony. Do you feel like they're gonna start joining? I know Sony has their portal. You know, they're kind of handheld, but I don't really officially call it a handheld because it's not a true PSP. It's not a true PSP Vita. Like it's not what we wanted, but it's a whatever they want to call it.
You'll never get a PSP again, bro.
I feel like we are, bro.
Why wouldn't we?
What do
I
you, what
feel
do you
like
have
we
to say
are.
about it?
What do I have to say about it?
Because I feel like right now we're in a generation where handheld is actually better than having a console, bro.
You're kind of right, but I'll
I feel
touch
like
on that in a minute.
we're leading into that era, bro. So, but go ahead.
I think we will get a PSP. I think we are kind of in the era for another PSP. I think the PlayStation has been doing a lot of big things. Not necessarily as ambitious as they were before, but I think why not? I think why wouldn't they?
So both Microsoft and PlayStation are working on handhelds as we speak. So
Why wouldn't they just give it to Steam Deck? You know?
because Steam's not Microsoft, bro.
But why? So they'd have to out Steam.
Because they have the Xbox franchise. So, like, okay, for example, I could tell you the PS Portal is about to get way more popular because they just had a new update where you can play the games that you have on your premium subscription. So if you have PS Plus Premium and you have a Portal, you can play those games instead of the games that you just have on your system.
Right.
But you know
Does
what
that
sucks,
just
though?
make it a PSP, though?
No, but they're
what's
working
missing?
towards that, bro. Everything. The fact that you should be
It's a
able to
limited
play
amount
that
of
shit.
games.
Well, that's changing. I don't know if you heard, but if you have a PS Plus subscription,
But you need the premium subscription.
you do.
I don't know if you've seen the prices, brother.
I know.
Let me just tell you.
What
The
is that,
essential, just the basic one is like what, $80?
$20 a month. I mean, it depends on if you're getting it yearly or
I'm
monthly.
looking at it
but-
a yearly. That's
Oh,
$80, bro.
I have the essential.
Yeah, it's
the
like
essential is like
100
$120, and
like
then the
160.
premium is like $160,
Yeah.
bro. And you
No, I have
need
the-
the
I have the basic
premium
one.
to have, right? Is it the premium that you need to in order for you
have
to?
all the access to all the games. Yeah.
So that's crazy to me, bro. That's a lot of money.
Sony could do that, bro.
I
They
know.
know they're the juggernauts, and they're gonna use
Because
that
Microsoft
shit.
hasn't been doing much lately, bro.
Bro, because they know they suck, bro. And it ain't no
they know
offense to
they
Microsoft.
suck?
Yes, that's why they bought ZeniMax and Bethesda, because they know what it is. They're about to make so much money on Elder Scrolls 6 or any of those franchises that are about to come out with games, bro, because they have to broker a deal with PlayStation or any other platform that wants to use that shit. They're gonna make so much money, bro. They trust me. I don't know any kind of insider knowledge or anything, but they're working on going all digital. So they don't even care about physical shit anymore. The only physical thing they would care about is hardware. So if they were going to come out with a new system, a new all-encompassing system, similar to a PC, not saying that they're going to be a PC, but who knows? You got Xbox, PC, the Game Pass. So they're already working on limiting their physical costs in terms of making discs and making physical hardwares and things like that.
I want to bring this up about the handheld.
Do it.
So with the handheld, right? You have Asus, you have a bunch of different companies having their own handheld, and a lot of them are operating through Windows or
Right.
Linux or whatever. So that gives you the opportunity to basically like do whatever you want. It's open up to you. If you want to do it through, if you want to download your games through what's that program called?
Steam?
Steam.
Yeah,
If you want
Steam,
to do
yeah.
it through Steam, because
Steam,
Steam is
Epic,
usually right now
honestly.
like everybody's like
It's the go-to.
platform.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that program itself can go anywhere, and then that's all your games going with you. When Microsoft decides, if they decide to drop their own handheld, would they do it running like a Microsoft system?
Absolutely.
But then that gives their customers the way of playing the game through Steam. They're not going to be making money. Wouldn't you want them to play off the Game Pass?
So I think they'll do both. I think if they integrate Steam, it'll be sheerly for accessibility. But
But if I already have my games on Steam, I'm gonna go through Steam. I'm not gonna go through Game Pass. I'm not gonna use their cloud gaming.
But if you buy their hardware, it doesn't matter.
right.
I mean, yeah, they're making a little bit of. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
little bit.
They're not gonna make money off their software. I mean, off their hardware. They're not.
Why? How?
Because everybody takes a loss. Every system that they make, they always take a loss in the beginning. It's always a loss. That's why they have to drop the prices to where it's accessible for everybody to get, but they know that they're not going to make money from that end. They usually make money from the selling the games.
But not if they go all digital, like Fred is saying, because then they'll make all like.
But
they'll
if
make
they go
100%
all
of the money.
digital-
they don't make money off of used games.
I know, but if they go all digital and they're using a Microsoft program on their system, then what is to say that I'm just going to download my games through Steam? Because I already have them through Steam. I'm not going to use the Game Pass,
you
so
already-
then they're
you already
losing
paid
money
the
through the Game
$500
Pass. And that's
for
what they're
the
aiming
handheld,
for.
though.
They want you to get Game Pass so that you can play their games on their system.
Yeah.
That's where they're going to make the extra cash. So that
Right.
brings up the point where Sony, what is Sony going to do? Is Sony going to make a handheld where I'm going to be able to use Steam and so on and so forth and be able to go online? What operating system are they going to use? They're going to use their own operating system so that we can use the Sony market or whatever they have, the PlayStation Network, in order for us to download the games and use their platform.
That's because Sony has games. Microsoft doesn't have any games.
I was about to say, Sony has their own. I mean, even though Microsoft has, like, you know, Windows and all that shit, Sony's been locked in for what they have for a minute. So, like, they don't necessarily need to make their own OS. For example, like the PSP, obviously for the PSP, you're using discs, right? But we're moving to an all-digital era sooner than later.
So you don't want disc. You don't want them to be able to, like the PSP, like...
I would like for them to do that, but I think that that's going to be a commodity. A perfect example of that is Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong came out digital only off top. Sold millions. They only made a physical version of it because they knew that it was going to recomp. They knew it was going to sell.
Right.
For example, for people like me, thinking about buying it twice just because. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason that they even decided to go for a physical copy of the game. You know what I mean?
That to me is like a webtoon that finally goes to physical. Like, they're not going backwards and they're not advancing forward. They're just trying to carve out another market that they're missing.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't buy it initially because it was digital only, and I don't really fuck with digital only.
Yeah.
I do like buying or downloading games digitally, especially because like the PlayStation Plus, I don't own any of those games, but I download them because I like to play them. I've been playing Dead Space.
Well, it's ease. You know what I'm saying? It's like a commodity cost.
I know, but and you know, maybe I'm cheap as fuck, but I hate paying full price for a digital game than I can with the physical. Even though sometimes you can't really play the physical offline for too long or whatever the fuck. But I don't know, man. I prefer physical myself.
Right.
So I feel like it'll take a long time. Like, people would have to die out. A whole generation of people would have to die out before they just make money or forego physical only. Because they still make DVDs of new movies. You know?
That is true, yeah.
Not Blu-ray, DVDs.
All right. I don't
Like,
know,
they're
bro.
trying to phase those things out, but you have to go to where the people are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think it'll be that long. Because I feel like it'll be the leap in technology as well as how fast people of the generations are moving in tandem with the technology. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like it's not going to take that long. At the same time, it's like the same thing. Like, if you want this shit in a physical form, once we know that it works, we'll sell it to you, but we're going to make sure that either you're paying more for it or you're not going to get it unless we know for a fact it's going to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm okay with that, bro. I can wait. Like, I don't even have time to fucking play it anyways, to be honest.
Yeah. Put that shit on the back burner.
Yeah, really. So that's what also bothers me. Like, when the prices go up, when the stuff moves a lot quicker, you know. But to answer Lewis's original question about the handheld, so I've never had a Switch. I would love to have a Switch, for Christmas or anything. But
what?
No, I never had one. No.
Okay, bro.
I thought I had one.
You talk about and then it switch every time. He said,
I could have sworn I had one.
And that's
it was like a figment of my imagination. I don't know.
Now you don't got one.
I had a dream that I had one.
You want the OLED? Is that what you want?
No, I don't want the OLED because you have to get a new dock for the OLED. So if I didn't have a Switch, I have a bunch of docks at my house. I have like 10 docks that are to the original
Which one do I feel like playing today?
Yeah, I know. So, okay, so some candidacy with the podcast listeners. I had a Switch, and I lost it. And I don't know where the fuck it is. And it bothers me like you wouldn't believe. I think that the mailman stole it from me or something because I'm like, where is my Switch?
He just delivered milk and took your Switch at the same time.
I have no idea. It was like little gnomes that came from the toilet and took my Switch and took it to the neighbor's house.
I mean, Little Nightmares 3 is coming out, bro.
So the only way I can cope with not being able to like find it is to say that I've never had one. And I would love to have one.
So now I need a new one.
So now,
Wink, wink.
so as I said,
For whoever may be
never-
listening.
Christmas is around the corner.
I never ever had a Switch, but
Jolly
that's-
Jolly Santa is coming down the chimney with a new Switch. Wink, wink.
That sounds like something I
hope
would.
it's badass.
Hopefully
Got a
OLED.
Switch for me.
Yo, that OLED though looks really nice.
It's just
though.
sexy, bro.
I feel like every gaming system
Should
or
come
handheld
OLED?
would come with OLED, bro. It just looks so.
I think it is
premium.
going to because it would only
It
make
just looks
sense.
so premium, man. It makes the Switch, even though I know it's not running any like special hardware or
Right.
software to make
Right.
it faster,
Just
but it
lights.
just makes it look so premium.
It's just light.
Because I mean, bro, because you gotta think
What
about
about
it like
8-bit?
this.
Like it's just 8. You know, if you're playing an 8-bit game, what does it
But
matter?
on an OLED,
Bro, on all the nah,
it
bro.
Really, like,
I'm gonna
just-
tell you right now because
Tell
I
me.
just figured this out recently.
Okay.
Even if I'm playing a game and I'm performing well, I'm still at a loss because my TV sucks.
Ah, come on.
You still at that 720, 720p?
Bro, I don't have a 4K OLED, bro.
720?
I don't have a 4K OLED,
Hey,
bro.
that's
So
still considered high definition.
and imagine, like,
Def.
even if I could top a leaderboard, it
Right.
doesn't matter because of the
Oh, my
VRR, bro. I'm telling you,
Bro, I heard your eyes cannot process more than 30 frames per second.
depending on how far
It's all
away
lies.
you are.
It's all lies,
Depending
brother.
on, bro, I know. Trust me, I've been doing so much research on this shit. And because imagine if you make a computer and a computer can do, like create miracles.
Right.
That's you.
Okay.
You had to make a computer, so you know what I mean. So you're capable of the same thing a computer is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? By default. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
I mean, yes, bro. You had to. Somebody had to make a fucking computer.
You make
so,
AI, and the AI becomes smarter than you.
Yes,
And the
exactly.
AI raises your
But
children.
that's AI. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying away from AI. I'm not getting new iPhones, but that's a different
I'm not getting a new
conversation. That's a different conversation.
No, this is the filler, bro. This is for this conversation.
this is where the conversation
Don't
is
buy
like,
into
bro.
AI. No.
I don't know, bro.
but-
So I have a friend who's really, really big into AI, and a lot of companies are just integrating AI into everything, bro.
Because
so
it's easy, bro.
But I used to ask Google a question like all the time, like, "Oh, what day is Thanksgiving this year?" Shit like that. But if you ask Google like a really like intricate question, the AI will give you the answer to your question.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they're learning from you. You act like you haven't seen iRobot. You act like you haven't seen Terminator.
Those are
I don't
movies.
understand. Nah, bro.
Those are movies.
You know Skynet was supposed to have already taken over the world by this time in
According to
the
James
movie.
Cameron.
Yes, exactly. And what makes you think that's not happening right now?
So I told my son
No,
I am
hell.
kind of like robot racist. So
Bro.
if he ever brings a robot lady home, might
You seen
be
those-
a little bit racist to her. and
You
I'll be
seen
like,
those new robots that Elon Musk came out with?
Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah, what do you
That
think
shit's
about 'em?
crazy,
What
bro.
do
My
you
nigga,
think?
No,
the
that's just
taxi is
crazy,
literally
bro.
off of iRobot, bro.
That is of iRobot. Even the way that the new all-exclusive drive vehicle that they have or presented looks like iRobot shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They have them in Los Angeles already.
That's
Yes,
crazy,
Like
bro.
driverless taxis. They have that.
That's crazy.
It could just be because we're old fogies, bro, but I don't know how to feel about that, man.
I kind of
I
like
don't.
it, bro.
Tell
I
me.
hate driving.
Tell me.
I really do. I low-key hate driving.
Well, I
if
have
my
the lane
car
assist
can
on my
take
car.
me from A to
Yeah.
B without me having to do anything, I don't give a fuck if the car is driving like on
Yeah.
speed limit.
I hate driving because people don't know how to fucking drive.
So my girl says people in Florida don't know how to drive.
That's true.
so have you ever driven outside of Florida?
Yes.
Yes. No.
And it's not
Yes.
as bad.
Yes
It's not
and
as
no.
bad, really.
It's not as bad.
I
can
drove
tell
in
you.
New Jersey.
In Georgia,
Bro, all those exits and turnpikes and shit.
And it's better?
It's just worse, bro.
Worse?
it takes getting used to.
You gotta get used to it, but at the same time, you always have to be like, you can't be timid. You can't be shy.
Right.
Well,
when
that's
you
how I drive,
You
'cause I
gotta
come
drive
from Miami.
aggressively.
Right.
You gotta drive like you got balls in the back
Right.
of your trunk. Like you gotta drive like you
Well,
mean
you have
business.
stuff, so, yeah.
Well, because
You know what I mean? Like you got your balls hanging off the trailer thing. You know what I mean?
right, right.
Like you really gotta drive like you know what you're doing,
That's
bro.
how I drive, but I drive a little bit too offensively. So I always tell my girl, like, they're not gonna hit me. They're not gonna hit me.
They're gonna hit you.
No, I've never been hit before.
No, bro. It's,
So, you know, knock on wood.
Knock on wood, bro.
Knock on the proverbial wood.
this is real
That's how it
weird.
all starts. I never got hit before. Next podcast, Xavier got a little car
Right, right,
accident.
Yeah. Fender bender,
A
bitch.
little fender bender. So that's
I don't know.
just how it
So,
works.
so speaking of iRobot, in that movie, you know, because the cars move so fast as well. So, you know, Will Smith in the movie, he's
Bro.
like, nah, take off the AI shit. I don't want to drive. And she's like, Like, you know,
Are you sure?
Like, are you
they're
sure?
going like 150 miles per hour.
Bro,
Fast as fuck.
that's
sure you can handle
how
that type of
people
speed?
in Europe drive right now.
Like how?
Fast as fuck. You don't know about the Autobahn?
Yeah, but that's like a road, you know. special
No,
road.
bro. But the thing, okay. Did
So
you
I like
know?
driving. I like driving.
Right. Did you know about the music on
No.
the road?
No. Music.
There are lanes in Europe where they have music playing on the road by like the speed bumps on the road. So if you're going like a particular speed or whatever, you can hear the music.
In your
But
car.
that's what, yes, bro. Yes,
And
that's
then
what I'm
what?
saying. But just mentioning that to say like we're just so ass backwards here where we are.
Are you anti-American, Fred?
Bro, I'm not, I live in America, bro. I live in America my whole life, but
Are you anti-American?
when I
bro?
see about the shit that's going on in other countries, man, I don't know how to feel because
Somebody
like,
take the Travel Channel away from Fred.
no, hell no. I still got my passport. Fuck you. Wait till I get some ink in that bitch. You'll never see me again. You'll never see me. You'll see me on a screen.
Yeah, you get Canadian citizenship.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. I mean, between Tokyo, Canada, and I don't even know, bro. Just the other wonders of the fucking world, man. But,
Go ahead.
bro, it's just using here as an example, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Florida.
I could drive in Colorado, or I could drive in Jersey, or like any other states, and it's just not as bad here, bro. The only other state that I have been that I could say the drivers are as bad is Georgia. They're
Georgia.
worse.
In what ways? Because the way my girl describes it is that they jump in front of you and then they go slower. They don't know which lane they need to be in, so they're in 2 lanes.
Yeah, because they're all fucking old.
So is that what it is, though?
That's a part of it. Because if you, I put it with a similarity to driving in fear of police. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you're trying to do the speed limit and you're trying to do this, that, and the third,
Right. You're fucking up the flow of traffic.
yes, and that makes you stand out more, which means you're going to probably get pulled over.
That's what she says, yes.
Whereas if you just go with the flow of wherever the fuck you are, you won't have a problem.
So if everybody's going 90,
Yes. Yes, bro, that's how it works.
he can't pull us all over.
Exactly.
Just don't go 89.
But the
and
thing is,
and you'll be all right.
he won't want to pull you over
Ah.
because you're doing the same shit that everybody else is doing. It's you acting weird that makes him want you to pull, makes him
Right.
want to pull you over.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's the
car's-
psychology behind
This
it.
car's
bro, you
going
know what I'm saying?
87. I don't know.
I don't
Must be
know.
hiding something.
Why are you going slow?
Right.
You got pies in the back? I know, bruh. Switch 2 is on its way, bro.
I can't wait.
Switch 2 is
Should I
on
wait?
its
Should I
way.
wait?
You should. You should. They already have Pokemon games and I think other various games that are coming out
but
for Switch 2.
There's also a lot of games on the Switch that I just haven't played that I do want, like Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
I haven't played I haven't beat the first Pokemon Arceus or whatever.
Well, you haven't even played Scarlet and Violet, right?
No, but I don't want to play those games.
Bro, it's not bad, bro.
It's not bad? Okay.
It's not as bad as...
Is it good? I need it to be good. For a Pokemon game?
I liked it. I mean, they have the whole, the prehistoric futuristic thing going on.
Because they're coming out with Legends ZA.
That makes sense, though.
I barely beat Breath of the Wild, and I haven't played any of the new one.
That's
Tears
a
of the Kingdom.
huge game, though.
So okay, bet. So that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I think, to answer Luce's question again, I think Nintendo's for the win, bro. And when you're talking about games, I give it to Nintendo. I love PlayStation. So much that me and Fred almost got PlayStation tattoos when we were in Colorado.
Together in unison.
That's
They were
crazy.
pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool, bro.
But Nintendo, man, Nintendo is the best when it comes to video games. I'll give it to Nintendo.
I have to disagree. bro.
Disagree? Go ahead.
I have to strongly
Please disagree.
bro.
Please disagree
What,
with me.
what do you mean? Because Nintendo has their own niche. Like they have
Right,
their own
right. The-
lane.
So okay,
per se.
but maybe it's
PlayStation,
unfair
Xbox.
because everybody starts off as children. Everybody starts off as children.
Yeah, by default.
So
By
I
default.
know because you can't
Bro, I
you
don't-
can't choose adulthood out the womb. You know,
there was
what I
one
mean?
guy. I think his name was
Benjamin Button.
Who's the actor? That's what I was gonna say.
Ben Affleck?
I think it's Ben Affleck.
Leonardo,
Matt
oh, maybe.
No,
I don't know. One of them.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
One of them boys.
So one guy started off, right? So maybe,
He's an adult.
but I think gaming, at least for me, and maybe it's a coincidence, but the older I get, the less I'm able to play video games. Like even my son, he's getting older, and I hardly see him playing video games. But I just think that Nintendo does it right by advertising or catering to your childlike wonder.
Yeah.
When it comes to video games.
I'm gonna disagree with that, bro.
They're the cheapest consoles. They make the cheapest games. It's the easiest to play. You can give a game to a little kid and he can still play it, but then you can play that same game as an adult and grab stuff from it.
So this is what I think about Nintendo. And I agree with some things you said and I disagree with other things you said.
Good.
I do feel like with Nintendo, as adults, we do gravitate towards that, like games that, hugs our childhood or whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we are adults. We have 100 million other shits that we could be doing or needs to get done during the day. So we don't have that time to give to play games. So I feel like Nintendo has that niche on us adults to like, hey, look, here's an awesome game that you can play maybe a couple hours here and there. And it's just like a pass by, like something that you just go on and then just play. Versus Sony, they have AAA games that needs your full attention.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like Nintendo has their lane, and they know how to advertise that lane. Like they know Pokemon is not a game that you need to put hours and hours and hours and hours in. No, you can play as you go. You can play as you go, bro.
Yeah. Right.
But like, I can't hop on Call of Duty, I can't hop on God of War and just play as I go because that shit eats up your time. Like you literally sit there.
You need the muscle memory before you get good at the game.
Yes, and that too. You need that muscle memory. Versus Pokemon Go, it's like I'm gonna collect a Pokemon.
You play that
maybe
whole game
tomorrow
with 2 buttons.
I'll do the gym battle.
The D-pad and the A button.
Yeah, it's just
That's
in and out. So in that part, I do agree, and then in some parts I do disagree. But at the end of the day, Nintendo's doing their own thing, and that's why Nintendo hasn't yet been knocked off. You know what I mean? That's why Nintendo's still strong.
They never will, bro.
They never will. They're the greatest, bro. Go ahead, Fred.
No. I'm just saying, like,
I give it to Nintendo, bro.
That. No, I understand, bro. Because the thing is, Nintendo has been like only just now have they been considering to give one of their characters a Fortnite skin. You know what I mean? So that just speaks to
that as
Samus.
well, bro.
Oh, Samus.
Yeah,
that as well. The integrity. The integrity. They don't they don't sell out.
You'll never play a Donkey Kong game on Sony.
And we're keeping it in the business.
You know what I mean?
We're keeping it in the family.
They sell out as far as like, I don't want to say oversaturation, but like,
Well, no, it's all about inclusivity, bro. Like exclusivity rather. You'll never play a Metroid game on an Xbox or like that's what it comes down to. They have their shit and they're not going to change that at all.
And their games hold value.
They do because they're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas all the other systems, they have their own softwares and IPs or whatever. But like for Nintendo, they've been doing Donkey Kong and Mario and Zelda and Pokemon. Like they've just been doing that shit for damn near 100 years already, bro. You know what I mean?
New shit that comes out.
They're gonna have new shit, but like they're focused on that. And they're just gonna change the way you play those games, right? Because those are their games.
And I don't dislike Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty hater. I don't ever, it's the same game, but they put a new number on it because that's what they do for Mario.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. So yes and no, depending on the iteration or whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
Which
like
argument I'm talking about, like another 2K,
exactly.
Another Call of Duty.
Because literally all those sports games are the exact same fucking game, just with different rosters. And I don't care how mad any of you get because that is what it is.
Stuff. I am so trash at those games, and I don't know why,
bro. Because they're not.
You gotta give it. You gotta put in your time, bro. Like you can't hop on Call of Duty and expect to be the best.
No, not so. Call of Duty, I'm trash for a different reason.
Sports games,
sports games, bro. You can't hop on and expect to be the best. You gotta learn the mechanics. You gotta learn the system. You gotta learn how to play it.
Are you good at any sports games? Are you good at Madden, FIFA?
FIFA, I fucking love FIFA, bro.
Are you good at it?
But if I jump in and you give me time to like understand the mechanics and the games and the and the plays. Yes.
That's any game though, bro.
But that's any game.
No,
like
bro.
You
For
said.
me, I don't know what it is, bro. I'm fucking ass at those games. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Maybe because you can't really get into it.
If you get me Street Volume, I can play that.
Yeah, because it's a good fucking game.
But maybe because it's arcade, and maybe I haven't really played too much, but like Forza.
Those are for the race car people, bro.
But
it's just a hyper realistic console version of a fucking racing sim, bro.
Yep.
But I don't know if
basically
I'm
what it
good
is.
at Grand Theft Auto. And Grand Theft Auto is a little bit arcade, but
I mean,
I
that's
don't
not
know
really.
I don't know if it's like the more real world it gets, the worse I am at it.
Oh,
But
I
Stuck
don't
in the
know.
real world.
That might be
You're
a
like, I'm more
that-
fantasy type.
Yeah,
of
that
guy.
might be how you think. Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
so,
maybe.
man, because it's a video game. It bothers me how bad I am at those games.
Oh, bro, when GTA 6 comes out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
being a Florida boy.
Maybe, yeah, right. Oh, maybe,
You better not be bad.
maybe.
Your credibility gonna
Oh,
come
I've
to
been here
question.
before. I know how to fight an alligator. You hit the circle button.
So
No,
with
no.
the 30-year anniversary for PlayStation,
Whoop, whoop.
they did an update.
I saw. That's just nice.
Have you guys seen it personally?
Yeah, I saw it on your.
I have
Oh, you saw it on my
PS1.
PS5? I
I
set
have
to the PlayStation 1,
PS1, bro.
I had to hear
No,
that
PS3,
sound.
I don't even
I had to hear that
care.
sound one more
I don't
time.
even care,
I didn't
bro.
play a lot of games on the PS1. My games were on PS2. to be
I
honest.
put it on PS2 for a little bit, and I was like, it has to stay on PS1, bro.
Wow, really? PS1?
That
Bro.
opening, bro. That
Bro.
little, just the.
I wish.
I'm trying to.
I
I
wish
like the
they would
PS2
make
better,
Gex
but I put the PS3 just 'cause
now
that's
to
where-
this day,
That's what you felt.
PS1s?
bro.
No, PS
So we were so on
PlayStation.
the Cowboy Bebop episode. We were talking with Pooja. She was playing some game mouthwashing.
Yeah, mouthwash.
I haven't checked it out yet.
That's just wild as fuck.
You saw? Have you played it?
played it?
Have you seen
I
it?
want to. I kind of want to play it myself, but I've like experienced it. I like games like that where it's like very like
Cerebral?
in depth, yeah, and
Yeah, me
cerebral.
too.
Like,
Okay, there's a caveat. So I did try to play. I think it's called Hellblade: Sons of Sense.
oh, Senua, yeah.
Oh my god, bro! I couldn't fucking get into that game. That game was a little bit too cerebral, and I'm like, bro, just line at the camera, and then I'm like, come on.
You gotta method act, bro. You gotta get in the mind of a schizo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know, and I try to, but because I like those kind of movies, but I'm gonna give it another chance or whatever. But going back to
There's
that,
two.
I heard.
There's a whole second one.
I had to beat the first one before, I could even adult me can let myself buy the second one.
I'm not even allowed.
I won't allow it. But what was I saying?
I do like some deep shit like that.
mouthwashing.
Like, yeah.
The aesthetic of
PS1 X or whatever.
PS1, no, PlayStation 1 aesthetics.
Yeah.
Are you nostalgia for that?
It's not really
'Cause you-
nostalgia for me. Like, for
Whenever
example,
they make like a Dead Cells or the game Celeste where you're climbing the mountain.
yeah, because I'm
or-
not really into shit like that.
No? You're not
no,
into 8-bit?
I'm not. I don't like 8-bit like that.
No,
I'm not
really?
a fan of that shit. But
Just
like,
this morning, I was playing my Super Nintendo, the SNES with
Yeah.
the Mini. Bro, I fucking love every single one of those games.
I think
Knockout,
it's the
Street
game
Fighter,
more.
Donkey Kong, Mario, Yoshi's Island. The game is good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. For me, it's more about the game than like
The era?
If it's 8-bit, I feel like it sucks. But like,
What?
I grew up on Killer Instinct on the SNES, Super Mario, fucking Yoshi, shit like that. So for me, I'll fuck with those games because I know those games. But I don't like the 8-bit style of games.
Really?
I'm not a huge fan of
I don't
it.
know. So okay, but do you like PlayStation 1 though?
Kinda, yeah. But like, it's just
She said, have you ever seen Creepy Pasta?
yeah.
She said it's like that, like mouthwashing.
Kinda, yeah. To certain like stories and shit like that. Yeah.
But what she did, shout out to Pooja or whatever. That shit would hurt my brain a little bit. That shit would hurt my eyes to look at that and to be into that, the whole time.
I mean, depending on it's not super crazy like demanding your attention, like the flashing lights and like the vibrating screen. Some
no.
parts are like that.
Really?
Yeah, some parts are like that, bro.
I just
but
mean it being ugly, bro. I think it's kind of ugly. I remember
it's a little ugly.
I remember at the time I was like, wow, fucking what is it? GoldenEye. That looks just like James Bond.
Bro, no, hell no.
Nowadays I'm like, bro, that shit,
That shit
is
hurts. Appreciate
that
you,
shit
bro.
is ugly.
That shit sucks, bro.
But
I can't
for that type of game, it makes sense,
yeah.
like a horror kind of game.
That's N64, bro.
right. But I don't know. Like,
I mean,
I do like it when they make
can't-
new 8-bit games.
I can't do that, bro. There is one where it's our arcade style, where it's like Halloween versus Ash of the Evil Dead.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that.
Well, Scott Pilgrim. I like that. I like that. Shit.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Maybe it just depends on the game, to be honest. I feel like that's what it comes down to for me. Because like for example, like from soft games, not a huge fan.
Really?
I don't like Bloodborne. I don't like Dark
Really?
Souls.
Have you heard?
But
have you
I
saw the stuff about
love.
Bloodborne?
Well, yeah.
They
So
did the 30th anniversary, and then on the trailer, they lingered on Bloodborne at the end.
if they do a remaster or whatever,
We don't know.
I might consider it. But
So my gamer
I don't
group,
like that shit.
the friend group that I'm a part of or whatever, they love Bloodborne.
I don't like Bloodborne, bro.
I don't dislike it. You know what? No. I don't hate it. I do dislike it.
I dislike all. From if we're talking from soft, like okay, I gotta tell you, Sekiro.
That's it.
I fucking love Sekiro. I don't like any other from soft game.
But do you like Gothic? 'Cause
Depending on
what
the
you're
game.
talking about is 3 Dark Souls and what? And
Dark
Life of
Souls
Pi,
1, 2, and
or
3.
Life of P or whatever.
Life of P. I just wasn't a huge fan, bro. I
But
don't
all of that
like
is
them.
Gothic. Are you Gothic at all? Not you, but like, do you? Are you
mean,
attracted to that? You know.
The dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
theme
like
of
dark
gaming.
stuff, but I feel like it would depend on the game. Like, for example, I got Elden Ring because it was on sale.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm gonna like Elden Ring, but not because it's like lighter or it's like like any kind of shit like that, but just because of the kind of way it plays. I like Sekiro or like for example, I played Armored Core. I don't fucking like Armored Core, bro.
Really?
I don't like Armored
Our
Core,
friend
bro.
Gabe, he loves that game.
That just sucks to me, bro.
Sucks, damn.
It sucks to me, bro. It's too much to get into with not
Gabe's
enough
gonna get
reward.
on Fred, bro. So like, what do you mean? You
That's
sucks?
fine, bro. Listen, we did the whole Borderlands thing, and we were not at ends.
God.
We were not at
You're
ends
on
with
the
each other.
Borderlands
No,
bullshit,
I mean,
bro.
they were
That
perpendicular.
shit been-
We were not at ends with each other. So if we are on the same wavelength as Armored Core, that's fine, bro.
Fred,
Yeah, I'm willing to fight anybody,
you're
bro.
fighting me right now, bro.
That's fine, bro.
That movie was ass, bro.
No, bro. It was good in a bad way. You know what I mean?
You guys made that movie better for me, 130%. But if I saw that movie by myself, I would have been pissed.
Probably.
And I'm fighting you too, Lewis. and
what?
maybe it's me. Maybe
I'm not a
it's me.
cinephile, bro.
I haven't
Maybe it's
seen
me.
it.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer.
I seen
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
man.
Oh, you're
It was
missing
good.
out, bro.
It
It was
was
a good
good.
movie.
I'm not a Golden Globe like I don't.
No,
you know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
People, it's all the individual experience.
Yeah,
But I want to go
bro.
see that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, you didn't like it, right?
Bro, that
no,
movie-
I fucking loved it. That shit was
movie
hilarious.
was like bothering me.
Which
No.
one? Like TMNT from back in the day?
The
No,
newest
the
one,
newest one.
Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, they made a movie of that too. I know they made a
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Transformers one?
No.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
bro.
I
I wanna
heard
watch
that
it.
was good.
That was
I wanna
really
watch it. I
good.
wanna
The
watch it.
humor in that movie was fucking on point.
I heard
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
On
so
point.
Maybe.
Talking about movies, though,
Go
have
ahead.
you guys had a chance to go watch the new Solo Leveling that was released on Thursday?
No, we were supposed to, and then we were going to do an episode on it. You saw it?
I haven't seen it, but I've been hearing good things about it.
I mean, it's literally it's the same thing we always talk
So,
about, bro.
okay,
It's
okay,
the
okay,
first
okay.
season of the
So
show.
I saw
Is that what it is?
because that's what I was thinking.
First
It's
season
a
of the show.
It's a recap of season 1.
Plus a little
they
bit of
just cut
season
off all
2.
the bullshit and just stick to the main points.
Right.
And then you get a little bit of season 2.
Right.
So I don't mind those things, though. I don't mind that. I do mind when they just do the episode and they give you episode 1. We'll just say it, Demon Slayer. I do mind the way Demon Slayer does it.
or Daima.
I don't like the way Demon Slayer does it, bro.
Right.
It's just basically copy and paste.
But the way Attack on Titan does it, where they abridge it and then they make it like an actual movie, like an actual,
I haven't even seen that shit.
like something that it comes out. It's coming out like
It's
way
coming out
later.
pretty soon, bro.
But they've done it before for I think 2 to 3 other seasons. I don't mind that, bro, because I do like movies. So they do recut it to like a movie.
Yes, and I think that's what they did with Solo Leveling. They recut it, still the same material, but just instead of copying and pasting like freaking Demon Slayer does, they just reamped it, recut it, took all the bullshit, and gave you like season
made
one.
it
If
an
it was made
actual
into a movie.
Yeah, made it an actual movie like
But
experience.
Demon Slayer does it. They just copy and paste, bro. They just give you the last 3 episodes and then
Two episodes.
Yeah, the last 2 episodes
right,
plus
right.
the new episode from the new season. That's it. It's a copy and paste. That's all they give you. This Solo Leveling is supposed to be like an actual movie. Like if they decided, fuck, we're not gonna do season 1 into episodes, we're gonna do it into the movie. That's what they're giving you, plus some extra content from the new season.
So I know we did a solo leveling episode. Check it out. But I
You don't like solo
don't
leveling?
like solo leveling too much.
Damn.
I like so the reason I like solo leveling is because I saw a documentary on like
Oh,
the
yeah,
about
I
the come
remember.
up of how it was like
the
this
underdog
webtoon.
story.
Yes, and it was an underdog story, and you know
It's
I like,
underdog story in real life and in the show, though.
I know, but in the show, come on, I already watched. This is not my fucking first anime. You know, like you're not impressing me by showing me any of this shit. You have to be stylish, and it is a little bit.
It's stylish, bro.
But I didn't like what's that one? Sword Art Online.
Okay.
I don't really fuck
I
with
mean,
it
that
too
makes
much.
sense. I'm not really a huge fan. I'd rather watch Ready Player One than Sword Art Online. You know what I mean? But
All of that
I
shit,
feel
bro.
that.
I don't know, man. Like I think it was overhyped, but I do think that it
Damn,
earned
overhyped.
its spot just on the underdog story. But as like, you know, not saying a cinephile, but as someone who's like, you know, aware of my own biases or whatever, enjoying like the stuff that I'm watching, they didn't really do it
No.
for me. You know?
Damn.
Like we did it because it was hyped because of the episode, and it was good,
It's good, bro.
but
It's good, bro. It's good. I don't know.
most
I
anime, at least to me, is good.
I don't know, bro.
What else?
I like that shit just because of I don't know. Like obviously, if you got like most anime is gonna have an underdog story because that's just what it is, right? But I don't know, bro. It's just the way they
Punch Man does it
translate
better.
it, huh?
One Punch Man does it better, and it's a parody.
I don't know about that, bro. I feel like I can't agree with that because it's literally just it's a parody, bro. Like they literally tell you that this man gets stronger by doing 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups and 100 whatever every day,
Right.
and he becomes the strongest nigga in the fucking universe.
Yep.
No, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like that's funny, but like. Nah, bro, it's not. There's no struggle there.
At least
There's
the first season, beautifully animated.
It is beautifully animated, yeah, for sure. But nah, bro, I don't know. I like solo leveling, bro.
I don't dislike it.
Did you watch all of it?
I love it.
We watched all of it.
Bro, the
watched all
one
of
part where
season
they're
one.
stuck in the fucking dungeon and they're opting to kill these niggas and he fucking kills everybody? Bro, you can't tell me that's not hard, bro.
It's written.
As it should be.
It's written.
It's written for people who have gone through the
Let's
same
be
thing.
honest, man.
Who has gone through the same thing?
Let's be honest. I agree with you, Fred, and I agree with Xavier at the same time. Like
ahead.
solo leveling.
You're the
is
mediator this time?
I am a mediator. on this.
Usually Fred's the mediator.
It's a mediator thing, man. Because
I
like
think
I
Betty's
do
on
get
that.
your point too. Like solo
I
leveling
like
is
it,
a
but I'm just like,
repeat
goddamn, you
of
know?
this whole like heroism of this like underdog story. I get that point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's solo leveling is like simplistic, but at the same time like well thought out.
It's telling
make
you an
sense? Like,
underdog story of somebody who's in it for himself, though. Like, it's not somebody who's trying to be the hero of the fucking world. Like, they already had that shit on the other side. Jin Woo is literally doing this shit because he needs to pay for this shit for fucking
his
his
mother,
mom.
yeah.
And he needs to take care of his sister. And, like,
college
he's
tuitions.
becoming the strongest to make sure him and himself and his people are good. You don't give a fuck about everybody else.
Nah, he really
bro.
don't.
He don't care about everybody else, bruh. That's what the underdog story of every other anime is.
But
to
from
save the
season
world.
one, that's how it starts.
Right.
If you have read on, his perspective changes.
Obviously, but that's what makes it good, bro. It's clear character development throughout his entirety of his story. So it's like, bro, you're not giving it a chance, bro.
I watched it. I saw the whole thing. I don't want to say it was bland, but it's not my first anime, bro.
Then read the books, bro.
Like I can't
Yeah,
read
I
the
can't
books.
put it up
Read
against
the
anything
manhwa.
that's happening right now. Like Blue Lock, even though there are soccer animes
Oh
and there are
my
all
God.
other sport animes.
Blue Lock is fucking.
It separates itself, though. And I feel like
so
but I feel
good.
like solo leveling doesn't separate itself.
that's because you're not used to manhwa. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? You're used to manga. You're used to Japanese style of that shit.
You gotta get on that Korean shit,
Yeah, bro, it's a
It's a
different
whole
thing.
different vibe out there.
I do like
Just
I
like
do-
Chinese
It's fighting.
anime.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
little different.
That shit slaps too,
It's a
though.
little
What?
different,
What?
bro.
Give me one.
Bro,
You got me there. You got me
I
there.
know
I
of
can't think
one.
of one right off the top.
I know of one, but I don't know what the name of it is. I'll have to look it up to talk about it. But I know of one, and I was like, "Whoa, that's just crazy as fuck." Actually, But when I do
I
more
know
research,
comic
I'll
books
let you
are
know.
different from manga, and anime is different from cartoons. But everything stands on its own. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender because of what it is. It's
Yeah.
not, doing a new story or anything like that, but
I mean, technically, it
is a new story.
But, okay,
They have a
okay.
whole new one coming out.
Okay, bet. So we'll just even go. I'll even take 2 steps into this. I like the world that it created, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's believable. And I like all the characters in it and the world. For Solo Leveling, they're just doing Sword Art Online, but they're stripping back a lot of the fluff and trying to make it.
No. It's Sword Art Online for just one character. One
No,
character.
all the characters.
No.
Everybody else is
one
locked
character.
into their.
Everybody else is locked into
Right.
the real world.
Right,
Right.
which to me
Young,
is, I don't want to say dumb, but it's lazy.
because
Just
it's
say-
locked into one character.
for an arbitrary reason of what? Because especially if I go into an anime and I'm like, okay, everybody has chakra, everybody has quirks.
But it's the same reason
I'm like-
as why people.
But
love
everybody
One
doesn't
Punch
have
Man.
chakra, and not everybody has quirks.
But
though.
if I'm in the world of Naruto or My Hero, then everybody does.
Does, yeah.
So if I'm in the world of Solo Leveling, then I'm like, okay, well, why is everybody locked in?
Bro,
Because
not
that's
everybody
the-
has chakra, not everybody has quirks, though.
Well, why is everybody locked into their arbitrary, predetermined?
That's what we
written-
find out later on in the story.
We'll-
It literally shows you that shit
We'll get
in the fucking story as you're watching it.
It develops, man. I
Yes,
think you
bro.
have a perspective because you just seen season 1. But
I'm
there's
not even saying it's
so
bad.
much more.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's
bro.
There's
bad.
so much more, like way
The
much
same
more.
way you're trying to figure out why this nigga is the only one is the same reason as to why he's trying to figure out he's the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Why he's the
Because he's not
chosen
even the
one.
only one. But that's later on. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give it a chance. Like I said, I didn't dislike it, but for the amount of hype that it got, I'm just like, wow, like I can't believe that this is the best. Then I saw the
I can't
documentary,
believe this is
and then
the
I'm like,
best.
okay,
But it's the
I get
best
why.
because people already read on.
Well, probably.
You're just going off the anime,
Probably
not
what
going
I-
off the manhwa.
And I
That's
know we
a
did an episode
difference.
already, but the thing that I do like is the subversion at the end where they're like, do you want to be a necromancer? And
Bro.
he's like, necromancer? I'm a rogue. What are you
This
talking
is a
about?
complete, bro.
I'll watch it. We'll do a follow up when it comes back.
I love
we
that
should
shit,
have done
bro.
a review on the episode or the movie, but if you're saying it's the same, what are we gonna just do the episode again?
I just started Diablo 4, and I'm a necromancer right now, bro.
So I want to play Diablo 4. I want to play. They have a new one, the Shaman.
That's just nice, bro.
The Shaman. Have you seen that?
I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't buy the pass. So
I would have
didn't-
to because all those other ones I don't really care for.
I
They
bought
fucked
the
up. They
Xbox.
fucked up, bro. Why did they take the monk away?
I don't know, bro. You know why? I can tell you why. It's the same reason why Diablo didn't get the shine that it was supposed to when it first came out.
I don't know what it is about those fans, but it had a very rocky launch.
I could tell you.
They fucking dropped that shit decent,
I
bro.
could tell you, bro. Diablo 4 and BG3 came out at the same time.
Oh, you think?
BG3, I know. BG3 shattered Diablo 4
Wow.
in every fucking possibility. I know because I was one of the people who bought BG3 and played that shit in its entirety when it came out. And I got the Xbox that came with Diablo 4 before Baldur's Gate even came out. And I was just like, nah, bro.
so
I'll just wait for BG3.
you got back onto Diablo though?
I
Or-
just
or
started.
finally got around to it?
Yeah, I just finally got around to it, and it is nice. It is.
Well, so speaking of, I've been back on my Dungeons and Dragons shit, bro.
You
Bro,
finally.
that shit is so fucking fun, bro. I'm playing as a dungeon master, and once I feel like between the last session and the session before, I got my stride now. So now I'm good at it. Now I can role play and improvise, because before I was doing too much over planning. But bro, when I just lean back and improvise,
I'll about to say because the world is already the world in itself, bro. You know
but
what I mean?
I am the world.
Yeah. I mean, because you create whatever the world is or whatever, but once you create it, it takes on its own story
Because
you know
of
what
the
I mean?
players, though.
Right, exactly.
So they're getting better at it, and that's why I'm getting better at it.
Exactly.
It's fun. I know I've always talked about it, and I kind of do have a big plan, and I've been talking to this person who we may or may not have had on the podcast already about doing like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. And I think it might, I don't want to talk too much shit, but I have my fingers crossed.
The buds are blooming.
Yes. Like a hyperbolic Dungeons and Dragons type of deal.
Oh, shit.
Something. So I don't know. I think it would be cool. What about you, Kid Lewis?
It'd be kinda
Do you think Dungeons and Dragons is a game
Yeah, I was about to say.
you'd play, or
Dungeons and Dragons didn't that show up as a VR thing?
Dungeons and Dragons VR?
Yeah, I
It
thought I
says
saw
no.
that. I thought it was a pretty cool concept.
What do you know about Baldur's Gate?
Not much, man. I'm not gonna lie, not much on that one.
Well, you said you were watching Lord of the Rings.
I wasn't. It was too fucking long.
Too long?
Because I wanted to start from
So
the beginning.
you can watch 10 episodes, 40 minutes at a time of a show, but what?
But Lord of the Rings was too long, bro. Because I told you, I tried to watch it from like the very beginning, from
The
the
movies.
first movie, so
Right.
that I can jump into the HBO episode,
Right, or Amazon Prime.
or Amazon Prime. But I didn't get a chance because I just felt like it was just too long.
But why don't you go like you're doing with House of Dragons and just go with the HBO or the Amazon Prime show and then go to the movies?
I mean, I could do that. I mean, I might give it a shot. But right now, in all honesty, I'm watching The Penguin
Really?
on HBO Max.
Me and my girl want to watch it.
I just started it with my girl today. We watched it this morning.
Have you and her seen the Batman?
The last Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like after,
but has
after
she-
the riddle.
Has she seen it?
The Batman, yeah. That's what I was told her. Like, I literally paused it and I was like, oh shit, this is like after the riddle. So
Right.
after the bombing and shit
Right,
of
right.
of Gotham. So I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So we just watched the first episode. I'm already in love, bro.
Yeah.
I think I love this penguin though. Like, I really think this is the most moderate, like more up to date penguin. More realistic, because I know that in the comic books is like they is a shorting guy that really looks like a fucking
Right,
penguin
Danny
with the big
DeVito or
nose.
whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
Like in the comics.
Right.
But I love this gangster penguin in that sense. I mean, he still has that little wobble walk, that little pointy nose,
Right,
but
right.
that
It's a little bit.
scar and
Right.
everything. He looks, and the fucking gold tooth. Oh man.
So there's a game. It's called it's the Telltale game. It's like one of those social games where the game is really like your interactions with the players. Like you
Yeah.
press like one of the 4 buttons or whatever. So they have the penguin in there, but he's like a regular guy. He's like a slim like looking guy. He doesn't even look like the penguin, but he just is. As far as like being the heir to this Cobblepot fortune that's not comparable to the Waynes or anybody else, but he's just like a bad guy and that he's like the third little brother type of deal.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that's what DC has going for them is that especially with Batman, is that their heroes are very real world.
Yeah, I think that's why I love the last Batman movie with Twilight
Batman?
with Edward.
So you liked it?
I did, bro. I really did. I
Okay.
love the new perspective, and I feel like DC is onto something with the Batman series, with the Penguin series. Like, I feel like they're onto something here. They're finally able to like ground themselves onto something that is actually working for them. Because I know
It's
they've been
random though,
failing, bro. They've
It's
been taking
random.
L's left to right, and somehow they just managed to do Batman right, and now they're managing to do the Penguin right. I'm actually loving it. Just from the first episode, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be good. This has like a Sopranos kind of vibe to it, like the whole mafia gang shit.
Yeah. I don't know if Sopranos. I think they have like a very like a gangster movie, like a mobster movie.
And I like that.
right.
I like that. I really do. So I feel like they're doing something right in DC part. They're doing something right with this series and with Batman. And I can't wait for the next Batman movie with Edward.
Yeah.
With Edward. I don't it's gonna be Edward.
Oh my
can't wait till that
god!
nigga
A
sparkles.
Sparkling Batman.
I'm waiting for that nigga to
hell
sparkle.
Did you see the Batman?
No.
Watch it.
Do I really want to watch that shit, bro?
You do, bro.
Fred,
You're not gonna
really
be
wanna
disappointed.
watch it.
Oh
It's
my
good.
god!
You're not
Really?
good.
I was just telling him I just started the series on HBO Max with the Penguin.
The Penguin. I heard it was like not great at the beginning, but then it
I
like
loved it.
launches.
I loved
or
it,
Lewis
bro.
liked it.
I love
So-
the whole gangster shit, bro.
So-
I
Oh,
really
yeah.
do.
We did an experiment, me and my son. So we watched The Batman, and then we watched The Dark Knight for family movie night. The Dark Knight is still a better movie to me, just because of how tight it is and how intricate.
Are you about to say the Batman is better than the Dark
But the
Knight, bro?
Batman is a better Batman movie than The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is a Joker movie. That movie's about the Joker.
It is.
the one movie though.
That one movie, but that's the best movie.
It
That's
is
the best movie.
Yeah, it is the best
the
movie.
Joker.
So
It
if you're
is,
looking
it
for a
is.
better Batman movie, The Batman is the movie.
So you didn't like the Batman with Bane?
Okay.
No, I did not.
You didn't like it?
No. Burn. I will burn you, Batman. Burn.
Nobody cares what was before, but
Have
on the
either of you got
past.
around to watching Harley Quinn on HBO Max? God damn it, man.
I know it's saved for my shit, bro. I do want to watch that.
I'm
I do.
watching it again right now.
The
Watch
Harley
it.
Quinn?
I know it's good.
No, you don't know until you see it.
Yeah,
it's good.
I watched The Kite Man.
No,
I
the
didn't like
saw
that.
the
Why did
Kite
you
Man.
watch that?
I don't know. I
wanted to-
was watching the Harley Quinn, and I don't know how the fuck I ended up on Kite Man.
Yeah, we saw Kite Man. I don't know, man.
It's kind of
I
stupid.
understand
It's too
that shit.
stupid.
I know, but it's not well written. I don't want to say it's not well
But you
written.
know, like one of those like funny, but like it's
yeah, but
not.
Harley Quinn is so good.
I'm
man.
gonna watch Harley Quinn
It
again.
is
I'm gonna give it a shot.
good.
I'm gonna
Isn't
give
it
it a
Kite
shot.
Man? Justin Roiland?
Huh?
The same people from Rick
No.
and Morty?
No,
No,
There was something like that.
it's good, bro. It's good. I promise it's good.
I just gotta force myself to watch it, bro.
Swear to you, it's good.
It's good.
I just keep watching YouTube, bro. Fun fact:
Good.
most gamers watch more YouTube on video games than they spend actually playing video games these days.
Not me.
That's
I do neither.
Right? Yeah,
That's 'cause they're at work,
exactly.
bro. That's because
You're
they're
fucking
at work.
oddball. Right, exactly.
You're at work. You can't play the video game, so you might as well watch somebody play the video game for you.
Exactly.
And a lot of people do it too to like, you know, get ahead of the game. Like, especially playing zombies, you trying to learn more about like the gameplay and like the missions
Is
and
this
how to
your
accomplish
testimony?
it.
Well, that's my old take on like why I'm gonna start. Look forward to me in the next new year because I'm about to start churning shit out.
Do it, bro.
But like,
Pushing him, Normie.
this is why
We're
you know
gonna
what I
get it
mean.
on the podcast, on the channel, bro.
On the channel, yes, man.
Hold
Captain
Fred
Kilimanjaro,
accountable.
CPNKO.
Because yes,
Hold him
bro.
accountable,
And it's gonna be the
normies.
CPNKO show, bro. You know what I'm saying? I already got an
but
intro
still, hold him
video
accountable,
coming up for y'all,
normies.
you know what I'm saying?
He said it
Just
here on the
be-
podcast.
Yeah,
starting
bro.
New Year's.
Just watch out for it. But that's my take on it, because like, especially with the way that games are nowadays and how limited the access to the games are, and I mean, unless you got GameFly, you're not really renting games anymore. So you gotta be able to experience the shit before you spend $70 to $80 on a goddamn game. So
That's with taxes.
that's exactly. So that's what my whole take on it is. I'm be like, you know what?
So for me, it's different because like Wukong, I didn't watch anything on Wukong because I wanted to get it for my first time. Even now, I haven't seen much anything on Wukong.
Well,
But that new Marvel Rivals,
Right.
I watched a lot of gameplay on that before it came out.
Well, I heard about it a long time ago.
I don't even think I heard about it a long time
I
ago.
heard about it a long time ago, but I never heard anything about when it was actually coming out.
Right. And I heard, we talked about earlier about how on Instagram, they're always talking about the snack wrap is coming back.
Right,
So I feel like I heard about it like, oh, they're coming out with a new Marvel game. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
So-
sure. Put it in my hand.
Yeah, really. So, but I did watch a lot of that because I wanted to know how it played. I wanted to know how it looked, and that's a free game. But I was excited about it, so that's why I watched it. But usually for things like that, I will want to what was it? Oh my god, not Warhammer, Helldivers. I watched a lot of that before I bought it.
I feel like that makes sense.
The homies
I mean-
are playing a game right now. I fucking forget what it's called. It's number 2 of something. I think SM2. What's that? It's like a Warhammer something.
It is Warhammer. It's Space Marines.
Space Marines
too. Yeah.
Space Marine 2. They're playing a lot of that. They're playing that heavy now.
The trial is on PlayStation, bro. If you got the PlayStation Premium,
I have
you got
the
trials.
most basic one.
Oh no.
No, I like that they're playing it. I like that they're having fun playing it.
I have the trial downloaded, and I am gonna play that shit.
And you could, I mean, it's a live service game, so you can play it online with the trial.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't even know it was. Do they have like multiplayer shit now? Because I know
have
when
no
it
idea.
came out, it didn't have it.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
They're playing it, so I would pay to play it right now just to play with them, like whatever they're playing. But for stuff like that, man, you do need to watch people
Do
play
like
it.
research, yeah,
So
bro.
that's what I think. Just being up on games like that, like we were gonna buy Sparking Zero no matter what.
Well, that's what but okay, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, okay, for example, when you're saying with that with Wukong,
Right.
first of all, you're already established in the Wukong. Regardless of how much backstory you know about it, you fuck with the Monkey King and almost everything that he is involved in. You want to be a part of that.
I'm him in reincarnated, bro.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you're already in that. Like with a Marvel game, you're very, very critical being so comic heavy. So
Right.
that's why you're doing way more research. Or, you know, it's just like, well, fuck, I mean, this Helldiver sounds cool, but am I really willing to spend the $40?
Right.
Whereas you're so invested in Goku and Wukong to the point where it's just like, I don't know anything about this, and I've never heard of it before, but I'm probably going to get it because I've been waiting for this for a long while anyways. Wukong was in such obscurity for such a long time before they actually really clamped down on it and said, this shit is happening. So for that, it's like that again, that's part of why I want to do it because, like, oh, bro, I have so many different games on backlog and just different things that I wanted to look at
I don't
or that
want
I've
to tease
seen.
too much, but I saw Fred when he was doing his streaming shit in rare form,
Bro.
in rare form, talking a bunch of shit.
It's like,
I'm about to say if you caught that little clip or excerpt
I caught
of
it, bro.
Sparking Zero, you
I
know what I'm
did.
saying? Let me put it to you like this: everybody gets one.
A bunch of shit.
Everybody gets one.
He had
You
so
know what I'm
many
saying?
different phrases and sayings and things. I was just like, wow, this is fun, bro.
Well, just FYI, the Norm is also coming with their streaming pretty soon, starting next year.
Hell yeah,
There we
we
go.
are.
There we
Starting your boy Kid Lewis.
Hell yeah, we
And
are.
of course, we're gonna do a bunch of collabs. We got a couple of people lined up that want to hit us up
Bro.
and join the stream. So
about to
definitely look
say.
forward to that. And like I said, we got big things coming up also in the podcast room. We're reamping, we're rechanging, different vibes, different
Oh, shit.
energy. Just we're coming full speed ahead. Bro, we are no longer dialing down. We're just going straight forward for it, man. We're going for the throat, killing these motherfuckers.
Bite the pillow. We going in.
Well, anyways, this was the Filler X.
Filler X, XXX, bro.
And the barbecue is completely done, and we're about to head up and enjoy a nice meal after this awesome filler. So thank you guys for joining us. Normies, don't forget, we have other episodes. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, but we have our video content up there. Follow us on TikTok, where we post little highlights of our videos. I know you guys are vibing to it. I know you guys are liking it, and I know you guys are definitely disagreeing with us, 'cause we see it in the comments.
No, that's perfect, bro. That's
Which is
exactly
great.
what we want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes we disagree with each other, though. Which
Yeah,
is nice.
That's why. Yeah,
It is
bro.
what it is, man. You know, that's the anime community, bro. We all
Nintendo,
can't be
best
in agreement
platform,
with
hands
everything.
down.
Get the fuck out of here. If
So-
we're all Japan, then we're all Japan. But Nintendo, I just threw up.
Sony is also Japan.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If we're on the board of Japan, sure. But Sony versus Nintendo,
Oh, okay.
I just did Donkey Kong. I just pooped in my hand and threw it at you, bro.
Okay.
You know what
That's not
I'm
part of that game. They would never.
He's a monkey.
They would never. He's an ape.
It's an 8.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm sorry.
So, anyways, listen to us
Racist.
on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. We're also on YouTube Podcasts. Subscribe, follow, like. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure you guys leave a fucking review
Yeah.
so we
Absolutely,
can read it
absolutely.
out. And definitely, if you're listening to on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. You know how it is. We deserve it. We've been working hard.
Yeah, man. And you know, make sure you hit that noti bell, you know what I'm saying? So just in case that shit don't show up on your feed, or just in case that shit is being shadow banned for some reason, you're going to get notified when we hit. And we always hit, you know what I'm saying?
Sir. And like we say at the end of every hyperbolic filler.
Tune in next time for scenes from the next episode of the Hyperbolic Filler.
And we out.